Okay, all right. I'm getting myself worked up. Hey, hi, what's up? Welcome back. It has been a minute since I've recorded a video, but I've been thinking of a lot of things and a lot of topics that I wanted to talk about. I know I've kind of done a lot of clothing reviews on my channel, but to be honest, it's just not really me. I know they're kind of popular on YouTube, so they're really easy to do, but I just really like talking about more important things, if you will. Educational things regarding health and fitness that a lot of people don't know and they should know. And so coming back from the dead on my channel, I wanted to talk about supplements. And so specifically what's in your supplements that you might not know are in there. So if you don't know, supplements are not regulated by the FDA, so you really have to be careful what you're taking, what you're using, and just be cautious of what you're buying. One thing that I do and I highly recommend is making sure that your supplements say either like GMP certified or NSF certified. GMP is good manufacturing process. NSF is, I think it's National Sanitation Foundation, but they actually claim it doesn't stand for anything anymore, but it used to stand for that anyway. So that is just a third party checking the supplements. They have nothing to do with the brand that actually manufactures the supplement. The third party checks the supplement, makes sure that everything it says on there is correct, the dosages are correct, and that there's not extra stuff in there like heavy metals and contaminants that aren't supposed to be in there. So highly recommend checking your supplements and making sure they have been checked by a third party. If they have, they will have like a little stamp on it that says GMP or like NSF. I'm sure there's some other ones, but those are the two I'm most familiar with. So with that being said, there is a website that can help you a little bit too if your supplement doesn't have one of those. So it's called the Clean Label Project, and it went through and tested, I think like 134, somewhere around that, supplements for contaminants. They checked the quality of the ingredients, if what they said is in there is actually in there. I'm sorry, correction, proteins, not supplements in general, but protein powders. They have some other categories, so unrelated to supplements. They have like baby food, dog food. So if you have kids or dogs, you can check on that too. Sunscreen's on there too. But I just want to talk about the protein powders on there today. So I have my computer here right in front of me, so if I'm kind of like looking off, it's just I'm on their website and I just want to talk about some of the stuff that's on the website. I will try to record my screen and maybe use that. But I can't make any promises. I'm not the best with technology. Okay, so it says this was conducted in 2018. They were tested for lead, cadmium, BPA, 134 of the top selling protein powder products according to Nielsen in the Amazon.com bestseller list were tested. So these are popular powders being used, which is a big reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I kind of briefly went through some of them and I know a lot of people that use these, so I really wanted to talk about this. Arsenic, cadmium, lead. It says 55% of protein powder products tested had higher levels of BPA, known to cause cancers, tumors, birth defects, and other developmental disorders. Organic samples tested had 40% less BPA than non-organic. One protein powder product tested contained over 25 times the allowed regulatory limit of BPA in just one serving. That's horrifying. So of those tested, products with egg as a protein source tested cleaner. This was really surprising to me. Plant-based protein sources tested the worst. Now it doesn't exactly go into what it means by that, but I'm hoping as we go along we can kind of figure that out. Okay, 4 minutes into it and I got my screen to record, so we're good! Okay, 75% of the plant-based samples tested positive for lead. Certified organic protein powder products tested have an average of over 2 times the heavy metals like lead, arsenic, cadmium compared to non-organic products tested. Okay, so it kind of says like what you can do. You can go on the website and read this. I kind of just want to get into some of the protein powders tested. So top 5 and bottom 5. I was kind of surprised by the top 5. I'm not familiar with this first brand, Puori. I'm not really familiar with Biochem, that came in number 2. Not really familiar with Body Fortress. I am familiar with 4 and 5, Performix and Pure Protein. So bottom products, the bottom 5 tested. I'm going to assume that one of these products was the one that tested like 25 times the limit for BPA in 1 serving. So we have Vega in number 1, the Sport Plant-Based Vanilla Performance. That's another thing. Some of the flavors, like, so Vega, this specifically says the vanilla performance protein. The chocolate might not have been as bad. They actually tested like different flavors too. So yeah, some flavors are better than others, but the vanilla, specifically the Sports Plant-Based Vega, is the number 1 bad protein that they tested out of the 134. 360 Cut is number 2. I'm not super familiar with that one. Quest is number 3, definitely a popular one in my opinion. The chocolate milkshake protein, Nature's Best, which is Isopure, super popular, and the vanilla is very popular too, number 4 on the worst. And then Garden of Life. This was probably the most shocking for me. If you look on the ingredient label of Garden of Life, it has such good ingredients, you know, like wheat, alfalfa grass. It's almost like a greens powder in their meal replacement. So I was shocked to see this. I recommend this product to a lot of people, and I'm super bummed about that. Family members, everyone I've recommended this product to. So yeah, number 5 on the worst powder list. I will not be recommending that any longer. So let's go to all of them. Here it is, protein powder product rating list. So you're gonna click on that, and then this actually is going to list out all 134. So I'm not gonna go through all 134, but I do wanna go through and pick out some of the popular ones that I see a lot of people using, because I would not wanna be using them, and I don't think most people using them probably realize this. So let's go. So it's going to go from the highest rated to the lowest rating. So bone broth protein. This actually, I feel like is becoming a lot more popular lately, and it has a 5 out of 5 stars, so that's awesome. I'm just gonna click on it really quick. This is the cinnamon apple one. It does have the chocolate one right underneath. It gives it a 5 out of 5. Overall rating for the brand, it gives it a 3 out of 5. Product purity, 5 out of 5. Product value, 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for arsenic and mercury, so it probably did have a little bit in it. Cadmium and lead, 4 out of 5, so it probably had a little bit in it. It gets a 5 out of 5 for residual solvents and pesticides. That means it probably didn't have any or very minimal. Antibiotics, BPA, BPS, 5 out of 5, that's good. Ingredient quality, that's another one I really like to pay attention to, 5 out of 5. So that's a good one. Okay, bulk supplements. I've never used them, but I have heard a lot of people talk about them before. So I think this is one I'm going to be looking into because it got a 5 out of 5. This is the unflavored, clean and pure bulk supplements. So overall product rating, it gets a 5 out of 5. Overall brand, 5 out of 5. Product purity, it has a 4 out of 5. And then all of the heavy metals, solvents, pesticides, 5 out of 5. Ooh, antibiotics, BPA and BPS. It has a 1 out of 5. Okay, maybe I won't be looking into it. Ingredient quality, 5 out of 5. Scrolling down. Not super familiar with these, so we're just gonna go on past it. Okay, let's look at Isopure really quick because I know Isopure is a popular one. So this is unflavored. It's giving it a 5 out of 5, 2 out of 5 for the brand, so that probably means, like we saw earlier, some of their flavors are not super devoid of the heavy metals and stuff. So purity and the value, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of, all of it's 5 out of 5. So that's cool. So if you use the unflavored, you can sleep at night. Now sports, I know that's a very popular one. I'm not going to go into it. Optimum Nutrition, that is a very popular brand. It looks like the vanilla has a 5 out of 5. Looks like the strawberry has a 5 out of 5. Looks like the vanilla ice cream has a 5 out of 5. I think the vanilla ice cream is pretty popular, so I'm gonna click on that one and just go into more detail. So the overall brand did get a 3 out of 3. Purity and value, 5 out of 5. Ingredient quality, 5 out of 5. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if any of them are this low, I'm probably going to avoid them, but sometimes you have to live a little too. Banana cream's 5 out of 5. Milk chocolate's 5 out of 5. Cake batter's 5 out of 5. Okay, pure protein. That's a really popular one. I'm pretty sure like Walmart sells it. I think Costco sells it. So let's look at pure protein. We've got vanilla cream, French vanilla, natural. Let's go with this one. Product 5 out of 5. Brand 5 out of 5. Purity 4 out of 5. Value 4 out of 5. Looks like the BPA, antibiotics, melamine, mycotoxins. And ingredient quality is 1 to 2 out of 5. I said I didn't want to go through all of these, and here I am going through every list. I can't help it! Alright. Here's that bone broth again, and so we saw that it actually came in one of the top places, but here we are with the vanilla, and it has a 3 out of 5, so let's check it out. The brand does have a 3 out of 5. Product value and purity, 2 out of 5. Arsenic, mercury, 3 out of 5. Cadmium and lead's got a 5 out of 5. Residual solvents, pesticides, 1 out of 5. Mycotoxins, melamine, antibiotics, BPA, BPS, 2 out of 5. I'm noticing a lot of products are falling short in this mycotoxin list. I don't like it. All right, let's keep going. Body Fortress. Now that I think about that, is that a Walmart brand? I'm not sure, but it does look familiar, but I've never tried it. And it looks like that's a good thing. Oh, Syntha 6. Okay, Syntha 6 is popular. So let's check out Syntha 6. We have strawberry milkshake, vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream always seems to be a popular flavor, so let's go for that one. 3 out of 5 on the product. Ooh, 2.5 for the brand. Purity and value is a 2 out of 5. We've got a 3 for arsenic and mercury. 4 for cadmium, lead, residual solvents and pesticides, 5 out of 5, that's good. But the rest is not very good. Mycotoxins, melamine, antibiotics, BPA, BPA. I need to stop saying them all. You can see. 2 out of 5. And ingredient quality, 1 out of 5. So if you take Syntha 6, I might advise against it. The one that broke my heart the most, Garden of Life. Okay, let's look at it. We've got vanilla, unflavored. Let's do vanilla. I feel like I normally recommend chocolate, but I haven't seen it yet. 3 out of 5. 1.4 for the brand. That's terrible. It breaks my heart. 4 and 4 for value and purity. 4 for arsenic, mercury, 2 for cadmium, lead, 5 for residual solvents and pesticides, 5 for mycotoxins, and ingredient quality, 3 out of 5. Yeah, so I'm going to be staying away from that. I'm going to be staying away from recommending it. That's a bummer. Ooh, MP Combat. So MusclePharm, yes. And Muscle Milk. These are all pretty popular. They're also scoring in the 3. I know that Costco, I know they used to sell MusclePharm. I'm not sure if they still do. Ooh, here's some Optimum Nutrition. So they got a pretty decent brand score if I remember correctly. I might not be remembering correctly. But I know they had some flavors that scored pretty high, and it looks like their chocolate and their cookies and cream scored a 3 out of 5. So that's kind of what I'm saying, is you might not have to like cut off a brand completely, although I'm not sure I would want to support the brand even if they do have a couple flavors that are okay. But some of the flavors are better than others, even within the brand. The casein is scoring pretty low. Okay, I'm gonna try and breeze through the rest really quick. Another low Quest. I would highly recommend getting on here yourself, making sure there's no products that you use. Some more Quest. Vital proteins, that's pretty popular right now, I feel like. 3 out of 5. Orgain, I feel like that's a pretty popular one. 2 out of 5. Now we're getting into the 1 stars. So everything from here is a 1 star. 360 Cut, Body Fortress, Cookies and Cream, Syntha 6 Chocolate Peanut Butter, Syntha 6 Chocolate Milkshake, ISO 100, that's a pretty popular one. Chocolate is a 1. Here's another Garden of Life at a 1. It hurts, guys, it hurts. This is why you have to be so careful though. It's crazy. Another Garden of Life at a 1. There's the chocolate. That's the one I recommend. Oh no, actually this is the one that I recommend. Garden of Life Organic Shaken Meal Replacement Chocolate Cacao Raw Organic Meal. I'm so sad. That's the one that I usually recommend. Yep. Gym. Oh, people love their gym. Red Velvet Cake is a 1 out of 5. I have to click on this one really quick. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. I want to see what the overall brand rating is. 1 out of 5. Actually, Gym. Quick little tidbit for Gym. They actually have a warning label on their product that says, I think it says may contain lead, and it's like the state of California makes them put it on, so people just kind of breeze it off, but hello, don't breeze it off. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pesticides got a 5 out of 5, and that was it. Everything else is pretty low. Ugh, okay, all right. I'm getting myself worked up. Let's move on. Another MusclePharm, another ISO Pure, vanilla and a banana are low, very low, 1 star. Now another Now Sports, some hemp protein, another casein by Optimum Nutrition, the Chocolate Supreme, another Orgain, and more Quest. Okay, last one. I think Vega's pretty popular. Look at all these Vegas. Mixed berry, vanilla chai, French vanilla, chocolate all-in-one, mocha all-in-one, vanilla, proteins and greens, all 1 stars. Okay, and that's it. So in conclusion, protein supplements can be really awesome if you're not getting in enough protein to help you get to your protein goals. They can be very good if you're trying to build muscle because the whey isolates are faster absorbing after your workout. They definitely can be awesome supplements to your diet, but that's it. They are supplements. If you can avoid using them, I would recommend that even more. But if you're going to, and I probably sound like a hypocrite because I'm a huge supplement user, but if you're going to use them, just be careful. Check for that GMP certified stamp or the NSF, or just make sure they're being verified by a third party. Just educate yourself, guys. That's all. All right, thanks for watching. I feel like I talked about this for way too long, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Bye! Oh my God, what if I wasn't in focus that whole time? I probably wasn't. That's great.